We do is Paris-based.
Have you seen anybody wear these kind of clothes here?
In Pakistan, yes.
Whereabouts?
Mostly on red carpet events, beauty pageants, balls, Valentine's Day balls, all sorts of events. But it's only usually followed by the glitterati.
The runways at Pakistan's biggest fashion shows are still one of the very few places where you'll actually see adventurous design. I've always thought that fashion is all about sculpting the lines of a woman's body, and yet street fashion in Pakistan is all about concealing their body shape.
So I tell you that you're the image people see of Pakistani women is that they've got to be covered up, you know, no arms showing, this is an Islamic country, you don't do that kind of thing. But here you are showing me, actually, this is what people do wear.
You see, that's basically from Iran and Afghanistan. Their culture is of a sort that they keep themselves covered up. Pakistan is very much influenced from the past that it shares with India as well. So here's a collage of religious limitations with the cultural roots that we have.
I can see that it's going to take a while, to put it mildly, before you're ever going to witness something like this on the streets of even the most liberal cities here. But times are changing in Pakistan. Not so long ago, a woman who dared to display any kind of physical expressiveness would have been in serious trouble. I'm travelling out to a wealthy suburb of Lahore to see one of Pakistan's most famous international stars and one of its most determined rebels, although she would never see it that way. Meet a former enemy of the state. Her name is Nahid Siddiqui. And this is what she did to drive the authorities crazy. She danced. This is a form of classical dance known as Kathak. For more than 3 decades, Nahid has been Pakistan's preeminent female Kathak dancer and choreographer. She was driven into exile by military dictators in the late 1970s, but she never gave up.
Hello.
Now she's back and as unapologetic as ever.
I did not decide one day that I want to dance. I was dancing.
You were born a dancer.
I was dancing, so, you know, whatever, I didn't think.
You've danced in the Albert Hall, haven't you?
Yeah, I have danced in the Albert Hall. And my last piece of work was choreography for Royal Ballet. I mean, I've danced here in the most difficult times when a dance was banned. I was banned.
When was that? Tell me about that.
When Prime Minister Bhutto was hanged.
Yeah.
And then, you know, the martial law came and took power. And the first thing they did was to stop my program on television, a serial on Kathak dance. And it was very popular, and, you know, but it was banned.
You were actually stopped from dancing in Pakistan.
They had prepared a form in which actually it said that you will not dance anywhere in the world unless the government of Pakistan wants you to. I had to sign it to leave Pakistan. And I said, you know, to hell with you. You think you can make me cry, or you can make me beg, I will sign this. And when I was signing it, I said, I'll show you, I'll dance everywhere. And I was laughing, but a tear actually rolled down my cheeks at that time, because it was so sad, you know, and it's so unfair. But I think it turned out to be very, very good for me. I really believe that I have gained a lot of respect from him, a lot of love.
Now, I know this is asking for trouble, but Kathak seems such an elegant and regally slow form of dance. Even I might be able to learn a few moves.
And go up. And look this way.
Okay, it's a lot harder than it looks.
Well,
cheated.
No.
It's so slow, and you're really stretching.
Yeah, but not from here.
No,
yeah,
from the arm.
This is easy. Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah. That way. Yeah.
So much.
Really?
This short meeting with Nahid has taught me as much about dignity in the face of adversity as it has of the dance itself. I'm now travelling north out of Lahore. After the agricultural plains of the Punjab, I'll be heading into the remote Swat Valley and then onto a land of giants where 3 mountain ranges all wrestle for space. After a stopover in Islamabad, I'll head east to see my family in the disputed border territory of Kashmir. This highway runs close to the border with Afghanistan. And I get a sense of just how close as we pass this fort, which overlooks the confluence of 2 great rivers, the Indus and the Kabul. I suppose places like this in Pakistan have the reputation of being the Wild East, but today it just seems very peaceful. High above us is Swat Valley, a land locked in by mountains and reachable only by a narrow stony track. At times like this, you realise there's nothing to do but sit back, enjoy the view and trust in Ershad, our driver. Early the next day, and in brilliant clear sunshine, I catch my first sight of Swat Valley in all its cinemascope glory. It feels like I've crossed into a scene from Narnia, a secret and mythical world protected by the mountains from the excesses of modernity. The little cable cars skimming the river are just too much of a temptation. If you need to get across, it's either in these cars or on horseback. There are no bridges anywhere here. The Swat River is wide and extremely shallow, but it has a hell of a current. So I'd prefer it if this rattling piece of metal would hold it together until I get to the other side. On this riverbank, the noise of traffic has faded away, and I can hear nothing but the peaceful sound of rushing water. The only sign of human activity comes from the horsemen driving supplies across the stony shallows. But I'm just starting to get the feeling that there's a dark side to all this beauty.
This place is absolutely stunning. It's like a picture postcard. It's wonderful and so peaceful. I can't really believe I'm in Pakistan. It doesn't feel like the same country. One thing I have noticed is that from Lahore to here, I haven't seen very many women, and the ones that I have seen, they're totally covered up from head to foot.